Love the Ravens as much as we do? Then smash that subscribe button and stay locked in with Flock News for all the drama, updates, and excitement all season long. The NFL world might be on the brink of an absolute storm with the latest whispers coming out of Baltimore, as rumors swirl that the Ravens have officially secured the services of one of the fastest and most electrifying wide receivers in the league, Tyreek Hill. Imagine a team that already had a dynamic offense now potentially turbocharged with the kind of speed that can turn any game into a highlight reel within seconds. Analysts are already speculating how Hill's presence might force defensive coordinators across the league to rethink their schemes, because you are not just talking about a fast player. You are talking about someone who can stretch the field vertically with the blink of an eye. The narrative around Baltimore's offensive identity could be shifting from a solid, methodical approach to a high-octane, breakneck style that makes defenses scramble to keep up. Conversations among insiders suggest that this move is more than a simple acquisition. It's a statement, an announcement that the Ravens are not here to play conservatively. With Hill, every snap carries the potential for chaos and creativity, and the team could now be looking at an entirely new dimension of playmaking. The mere prospect of combining Hill's lightning speed with Baltimore's existing offensive weapons is sending shock waves through fan forums and social media channels, where speculation is reaching fever pitch. Rumors indicate that Tyreek Hill's addition could fundamentally change the Ravens' offensive game plan, providing the quarterback with opportunities to exploit defenses in ways previously thought impossible. Observers are already theorizing that with Hill on the roster, the Ravens might emphasize vertical threats more heavily, stretching the field in ways that create space for other receivers and tight ends to thrive. It is said that the coaching staff is envisioning a new brand of offense that prioritizes speed, separation, and explosive plays, potentially redefining the team's identity for the coming seasons. Sources suggest that Hill's unique skill set could allow the Ravens to experiment with formations that were previously considered risky, leveraging his acceleration and agility to generate mismatches against even the most disciplined defensive units. Analysts are debating whether this addition will push the Ravens into elite status as a top-tier offensive powerhouse, or if the transition to a speed-heavy system will present challenges in timing, chemistry, and play execution. Meanwhile, fans are buzzing with excitement, sharing highlight reels of Hill's previous electrifying moments, imagining what he could accomplish in a Ravens uniform, and creating a sense of anticipation that borders on frenzy. The team's commitment to acquiring Hill appears to be a calculated move, aiming to inject energy, unpredictability, and perhaps even fear into opposing defenses. Inside sources are whispering that the speed element Tyreek Hill brings is not merely about straight-line sprints. It is about creating opportunities and forcing defensive coordinators to make quick, sometimes uncomfortable decisions on the fly. With Hill's elite quickness and ability to change direction instantly, the Ravens could now employ strategies that involve stretching the field horizontally and vertically, causing defenders to hesitate in opening lanes that were previously non-existent. Some insiders suggest that this could lead to an evolution in the team's offensive philosophy, blending traditional route concepts with high-speed, improvisational plays designed to exploit Hill's strengths. The quarterback, now armed with one of the league's fastest players, may have to adjust timing, reads, and anticipatory throws to maximize the potential of explosive plays. Observers are already speculating about the possibility of record-breaking plays, long touchdowns, and game-changing moments that could define Baltimore's offensive legacy for years to come. Meanwhile, the league is abuzz with questions about how other teams might respond strategically, whether by adjusting coverage schemes, altering defensive backs, or even attempting to match speed with speed. Analysts are suggesting that this single acquisition has ripple effects that extend far beyond one team, potentially influencing how offenses and defenses approach roster building and game planning in the near future. Fans, naturally, are imagining highlight reels in stadiums packed with cheering crowds, anticipating that Hill's presence will elevate the energy and spectacle of every game. Speculators are also pointing out that Tyreek Hill's signing might impact the Ravens' drafting and free agent strategies moving forward, as the team could now prioritize complementary pieces that maximize the efficiency of a speed-focused attack. Observers believe that tight ends, running backs, and secondary receivers might be viewed through a new lens, with an emphasis on route precision, acceleration, and the ability to capitalize on defensive chaos. There is chatter that Hill's unique explosiveness could even influence the offensive line's blocking schemes, as protection priorities may shift to ensure that the quarterback has enough time to connect on deep, high-stakes throws. Some insiders are theorizing that the Ravens could now become a nightmare matchup on paper, presenting opponents with a multi-dimensional threat that is difficult to anticipate, defend, or counter. Speculation is rife that this acquisition is also part of a broader plan to position the Ravens as perennial playoff contenders. Combining the existing talent with a dynamic game changer who can create separation and capitalize on open field opportunities. Meanwhile, fan communities are buzzing about the possible highlight reels, social media posts, and viral moments that could emerge from Hill's debut. Imagining a stadium atmosphere charged with electricity and constant anticipation if these rumors are true. The Ravens' offensive identity could undergo a radical transformation, moving from consistent and competent to explosive and unpredictable in ways the league has rarely seen. Sources hint that the Ravens' decision to pursue Tyreek Hill might have been influenced by the recognition that speed has become an essential element in modern NFL offenses, where mismatches and space exploitation often dictate the outcome of high-stakes games. Analysts are speculating that Hill's ability to accelerate quickly, change direction, and evade defenders could allow the Ravens to implement concepts that blend traditional passing schemes with high-velocity, improvisational attacks. Some insiders suggest that this may prompt the team to innovate further, incorporating jet sweeps, motion-based plays, and deep threat strategies designed to stretch defenses thin. The narrative emerging among fans and pundits is that Baltimore could be positioning itself as a team that not only wins games, but dominates them visually, creating highlight moments that define seasons and spark national attention. Meanwhile, whispers from within the organization hint that coaches are already brainstorming creative ways to integrate Hill's speed into game plans, with an emphasis on explosive scoring opportunities and plays that can shift momentum instantly. Speculation is also growing around the quarterback's ability to adapt to this new dynamic, balancing timing, anticipation, and chemistry to ensure that Hill's skills are maximized without disrupting existing offensive rhythm. Fans and analysts alike are imagining a Ravens offense that thrives on unpredictability, constant motion, and a sheer sense of urgency, fueled by the presence of one of the league's most feared deep threats. The buzz surrounding Tyreek Hill and the Ravens has sparked a flurry of conversations in sports media circles, social platforms, and even casual fan discussions, all fueled by the tantalizing prospect of a team that could redefine speed in the NFL. Rumors suggest that this signing is not just about acquiring a top-tier player, but about sending a message. The Ravens are prepared to embrace a faster, more aggressive offensive identity that forces opponents to rethink defensive strategies entirely. Insiders speculate that Hill's presence might also elevate other players' performances, as defenders' attention becomes focused on containing the deep threat, thereby opening opportunities for other offensive weapons to shine. Analysts and fans alike are imagining scenarios where Hill's explosiveness could lead to jaw-dropping plays that swing momentum and create a spectacle, perhaps even altering the narrative around what constitutes an elite NFL offense. While these discussions remain speculative, the excitement and intrigue surrounding the potential transformation of Baltimore's attack cannot be overstated. The idea of combining Hill's elite speed with the Ravens' existing offensive talent has set imaginations alight, fueling debates about the team's strategy, innovation, and potential dominance. If the rumors hold true, the Ravens may be stepping into a new era where speed, precision, and opportunistic playmaking converge to create a style of football that leaves fans, analysts, and opponents alike in awe, redefining expectations for the team and possibly the league itself. The speculation surrounding Tyreek Hill's arrival in Baltimore has ignited an entire wave of discussions about how this could alter the competitive landscape of the league, with insiders suggesting that opposing teams might now have to completely reevaluate their defensive blueprints. Imagine defensive coordinators scrambling to cover every inch of the field, knowing that one misstep against Hill could instantly lead to a devastating big play. Rumors indicate that the Ravens might leverage Hill not only as a primary deep threat, but also as a decoy to manipulate coverage schemes, forcing linebackers and safeties into uncomfortable positions, and opening up opportunities for other players in ways previously unseen. Analysts are theorizing that this strategic flexibility could turn Baltimore's offense into a living chessboard, where every motion, formation, and route carries hidden consequences for the opposing defense. Sources whisper that this move might push other teams to reconsider personnel decisions, prioritizing speed and agility over traditional size metrics in a league that is gradually evolving toward rapid, explosive playmaking. Meanwhile, fans are imagining the chaos on the field, highlighting the prospect of game-changing plays that could redefine how quickly momentum can swing, and how a single explosive player can alter the rhythm of an entire contest. The excitement is palpable, with social media buzzing about the potential of the Ravens becoming not only faster but unpredictably lethal. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support keeps us bringing you the latest news on the Baltimore Ravens. And hey, drop your take in the comments below. We want to hear from the flock. Rumors suggest that Tyreek Hill's signing might also influence Baltimore's offensive mentality, pushing the team toward a more aggressive, risk-taking approach that could make them one of the most exciting squads to watch in recent years. Observers are speculating that this evolution in philosophy could lead to an emphasis on vertical passing attacks, quick tempo, and explosive scoring opportunities that put defenses under constant pressure. Some insiders hint that the Ravens coaching staff might implement motion-heavy schemes to exploit Hill's speed, using him to create mismatches, draw coverage away from other key players, and open lanes that previously did not exist in the team's playbook. Analysts are also debating the possible challenges of such a transition, from synchronizing timing with the quarterback to maintaining balance between high-risk plays and controlled execution. There is chatter that this approach could redefine what it means to be an elite offense, blending speed, precision, and unpredictability into a cohesive and lethal formula. Meanwhile, fans continue to imagine the highlight reel possibilities, from deep bombs to jet sweeps, generating excitement that fuels anticipation for the upcoming season. The narrative forming in Baltimore is one of transformation, signaling a shift toward a team that can dominate games in an instant, leveraging Hill's unprecedented skill set to redefine the concept of explosive football. Sources hint that Tyreek Hill's potential impact extends beyond offensive play design, suggesting that the Ravens' entire roster might be reevaluated to maximize the efficiency of a speed-focused approach. Speculation indicates that positional priorities may shift, with wide receivers, tight ends, and running backs being assessed not just for route running ability but also for acceleration, open field vision, and capacity to complement Hill's blistering pace. Some insiders suggest that the offensive line might also need to adapt, focusing on pass protection schemes that allow the quarterback the necessary window to connect on deep throws without sacrificing timing. Analysts are already envisioning a Ravens squad that operates like a finely tuned machine, where speed and spacing dictate every play, forcing opposing defenses into uncomfortable positions and creating a tactical advantage in nearly every situation. Meanwhile, fan communities are buzzing with hypothetical scenarios, imagining plays where Hill's rapid separation creates instant scoring threats, turns seemingly ordinary possessions into momentum swings, and elevates the entire team's performance. The whispers in locker rooms and media circles hint at a broader league-wide impact, as other franchises might respond by emphasizing speed-oriented acquisitions to keep pace with Baltimore's new, faster paradigm. Rumors continue to emphasize that Hill's arrival is not just a single signing but a catalyst that could reshape the strategic framework of the team for seasons to come. Speculators are already discussing how Tyreek Hill's presence might influence the Ravens' game day tempo, with rumors pointing to a potential acceleration in play calling that could pressure defenses both physically and mentally. Observers suggest that the team might employ rapid sequences, pre-snap motions, and stretch the field concepts that leverage Hill's unmatched acceleration to create mismatches and force defenders into split-second decisions. Some insiders hint at the possibility of hybrid formations, jet sweeps, and quick-strike vertical threats designed to exploit coverage weaknesses while maintaining unpredictability. Analysts are theorizing that Hill could become a focal point around which the team builds an entirely new offensive identity, combining raw speed with calculated creativity to make Baltimore one of the most formidable forces in the league. Meanwhile, fans are imagining the excitement of watching plays unfold in real time, seeing defenders scrambling hopelessly to contain one of the fastest players in NFL history, and anticipating highlight moments that could define the season. Whispered reports even suggest that rival teams may start overhauling defensive personnel to attempt to counteract Hill's speed, creating ripple effects that influence draft decisions, free agent acquisitions, and overall roster construction. In essence, the speculation paints a picture of a Ravens offense that could operate on an entirely different level of velocity and unpredictability, with Hill serving as the spark that ignites a new era of high-speed football. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with exclusive news on our Baltimore Ravens, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what the flock thinks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.